Hello, my name is Andrew Davidge. I'm a planner with Gladkey Planning Associates. In this video, we'll provide a comparison of two options for Markham Centre, addressing land use, height, and density. Land use describes the activities that are permitted on land, for example, residential, retail, office employment, civic uses, institutional uses. Land uses are mostly held constant across the options and are largely in line with current official plan designations for the area, shown on this figure. Blue colors cover areas where employment uses are permitted. Pink and red represent mixed use, where a variety of uses are permitted, including residential and employment commercial uses. The light purple represents mixed use office priority, where residential uses are permitted, but office employment uses are required to be the predominant one. Built form intensity is a factor of height, how tall a building is, and density, the amount of floor area of a building relative to the site area. The business as usual option sees intensity of development spread in an undifferentiated manner throughout the secondary plan area, and especially in areas designated mixed-use high-rise and mixed-use office priority, with a step down in intensity in areas that are mixed-use, mid-rise, and lower intensity in employment areas. The preliminary concept provides more structure to a hierarchy of built form intensity. The primary concentration of height and density is around the transit node, where the GO station and planned Viva Rapidway and 407 Transitway intersect. Secondary nodes represent a step down in built form intensity and are centered on the intersections of Warden and Highway 7 and Enterprise and Birchmount. A further step down, local nodes, are present in the northwest and northeast corners of the secondary plan area. This figure shows heights for the business as usual option. As you can see, it's predominantly high-rise form, particularly in those mixed-use areas. This figure shows heights for the preliminary concept. The height peak is located at the area surrounding the transit hub, which then steps down toward the secondary intensity node to the west and Kennedy Road to the east. A secondary height peak is present at Warden and Highway 7. There are high-rise areas, but also areas characterized by low and mid-rise form. Similar patterns are present when looking at densities. Here, in the business as usual option, and here in the preferred concept. This slide shows a 3D demonstration of what the heights and densities might look like for our business as usual option. In gray are existing and approved buildings. In blue, proposed buildings. In purple is potential built form that extends the scale of proposed development to the adjacent parcels, taking into consideration existing land use designations. This slide shows a 3D demonstration of what the heights and densities might look like for the preliminary concept. Note the more modest heights, especially south and west of Warden and Highway 7, and the relative prominence of the transit hub. Also worthy to note is the presence of mid-rise buildings. These graphs show estimates of population and jobs at full build-out. The first is the original Markham Centre secondary plan, developed in the 1990s. Then estimates from the 2010 growth strategy. Then our two options, the business as usual option and the preliminary concept option. Both options are a significant increase in population and jobs relative to the original and the 2010 build-out estimates, although the business as usual option is significantly greater than the preliminary concept. The next video will compare the options in terms of streets and movement.